That's a 1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and poor. 5-ish. This has 25 million views in 2 months, bro. This is crazy. Bro.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever. Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want, farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one
You're kidding me.
is a barren wasteland. It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the Rich and Poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
This is crazy.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server and of course, subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to my channel.
Good luck, everyone. It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2, and I didn't tell them that one of the
I'll pick Island 1. I don't know why, but I'll just pick Island 1.
islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No.
Damn.
There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place, I hate this place, I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging, and not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome. Oh no! No, no, no! And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people.
GG's.
Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
Wait, so you can't even swim unless you have a
Meanwhile,
boat.
let's go over to Island 2.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh.
Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
And she's getting paid.
Hey guys! Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water? From the ocean? Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2
No.
immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery,
Yes, I am.
and you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no,
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. Double carrots, triple carrots. Don't say anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the
I'm
vast
done.
amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps, you doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I love it.
Overall,
Okay,
the
I'm
people
good.
of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future. By By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are.
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1
No
was
pain,
still
no
pretty
gain.
far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rat made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you can... What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Oh no! I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
What the?
Mario?
Welcome to the mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian.
Wait, why is
mafia.
my
His goals were very simple. Make
Why is it a
friends
Mandarin
and
or
get
something?
rich.
Oh, please, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell
Cool, all that
anyone.
laugh.
We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Colleen Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition.
Yeah, she has my
The
vote.
coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
Fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
What the heck?
Hey,
Literally.
you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were
who are you?
extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
What, the UK?
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, but we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days. As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Remy the Rat was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Night, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spoon.
Yeah.
I do have food. You're private.
Oh,
W.
God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was
If you had to say that you're too kind, that means that you're not really kind because you don't have to tell people that you're too kind. You know, people just know it for themselves.
known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spoon's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity.
I hear it,
to
though.
further his political ambitions. That is, until... Oh my god.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
Spoon had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even Even though the people of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead.
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the Raven, Nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find droves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
Okay, but why would you mine under a volcano? Of course you're gonna find lava all over the place. That makes no sense.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people.
Damn.
That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
When I first started EVE, I was a miner, and I was really tired of getting blown up by people all the time. So I decided
an ad? Oh shit, oh. I'm watching this flipping Minecraft civilization. This shit has 25 million views. Like, what? This is crazy. After this, I'm going to bed. Too tired.
What? Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased!
This guy sounds too much like
Just
Mario,
picked me
bro.
out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But
It's 5:30.
was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you going to do about that then?
I put a hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego Lex is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our
Yo,
interview...
GG's.
Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming
Oh,
out.
those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're right. It's bedtime. Stop it.
Lingolini
Ain't it like 9
had
AM
decided
for
to
you?
share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player
Almost,
named Seneca.
it's not
who described
6:30, it's
herself as the
9:30.
Queen of Infernus.
Seneca.
We're a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion.
Is this scripted?
Use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
It sounds too professional.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day...
How are you telling me about my time? Yeah, because I know your time zone, okay? I know everything about Shitterlands, or Netherlands, my bad. Okay, I know.
The
It's
Cats
9:30.
Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Let me put it, let me put
Guys,
it.
I think we're under attack.
What do you mean, of course it's scripted? How am I supposed to know?
For some reason, the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But
You
after a
don't
few
know
moments
anything.
of panic,
I'm literally probably like one of the smartest streamers in the world. Everything I do is completely smart. My IQ is like 300, and you know this.
turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
Shut up, keep watching. I'll get mad.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them. You didn't do anything. The leader of the migrants, a player named 3Below0, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Well, since when did Minecraft become like this?
Players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cask Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor, ruled by a monarch named Jofield.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small
Wait, why?
nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
He had like a proper YouTuber voice.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was
Barbie Land. Like, this is something that you would probably make, you know, Barbie Land. Like, what kind of civilization is that? About Barbie
big,
Land.
but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there. Although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cask Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
How?
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light.
What?
We are Luminara.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident.
This can't happen because I was there. I told them, look guys, look, we need a good civilization. Let me be the hero, let me be the king, and that's how it happened. It's because of me, okay? Everything happens, everything good that happens is because of me. That's it.
After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that...
Exactly, look. Imagine if I made a cult. That would probably be the best cult in the world. Me as a leader. Everybody should follow me.
When the day comes, when the
I feel like you guys will join too. You will join the cult too. I'm gonna make a cult.
Free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps
I'm gonna call it Mazium. Nah, that's sick. That's Mazium.
Bring about world peace.
That's an hour now.
But it wouldn't
I'm telling you, it'll be the best cult.
The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry.
How can you make this in Minecraft?
Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
Fair enough.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
But this feels like I'm watching a movie, man. Like, Loki, yes, I can't lie.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising.
Bro, imagine if I was on this. Oh my days, this video would be like 100 times better. Me being on this. Oh, Amazing.
nations and between
Imagine.
islands, leaving people worried.
I feel like I should be
about
on
what's
this.
going to happen
I should
next.
actually be on this. Oh my days. But I need YouTube Premium at this point, though. There's so much ads. Like, YouTube, are you going broke? Flipping out. Look, I should be there.
Back in Island 1,
You're
I was
ruining my
watching
enjoyment.
a small group of pirates who called themselves Al Karasina.
Al Karasina. These guys are either Arabs or North African. I guarantee.
Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look
Even the
closely,
accent.
there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes just picked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and
Yeah,
he was
GG's.
hanging around pirates. You can probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Oh shit.
They're boiling! No! Oh my gosh! The Al Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem.
But he killed him though.
Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say.
Exactly.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go.
I told you. It's a
By day 3,
mashallah.
players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spoon was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Wow.
Emperor Spoon had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spoon left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is
Oh shit, it's Benji. No
He's the
way.
leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization,
what's Benji doing here?
called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore.
Exactly. What the fuck is he doing
He
here?
founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal.
I didn't even know Ugandan people can even play Minecraft. I don't know that internet was even strong there. But yeah, the more you know.
Happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1. Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single
Lord
Lutheran
Ish.
path.
Alright, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
You find yourself so, but I'm so hilarious. It's funny. Wish me. Oh, GG's.
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not
Look at
present
that
at
even
the
joining.
meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Al Karasina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Hello, it's me. Mamma mia, it looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult
That's
would
a
probably
Raya.
be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result,
Shit looks
people were kind
scary.
of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
Well, imagine how long this took to edit.
Was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
The Commonwealth. Wait, what the heck?
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the
What has
Commonwealth.
destroyed his whole land?
They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
Well, this guy's an idiot.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble
Like,
getting anything
why would you
done
blow up your own
because the
land
5
if you're gonna
leaders
move?
were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a
Well, that guy had to be from the Netherlands. He had to be.
differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I leave up 50 people, and he has barely 5.
5 people,
Because of
that's
all the
crazy.
fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition.
Yeah, I'll probably
Cass's
join
style of
Cass.
governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings.
Of
So
course
to
you
solve
will.
this,
What do you
Cass
mean? She put at the most, like, was it chillest one there? See?
hired
Anyone
a
can do whatever they
building
want.
inspector.
I have
Just chill.
placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on
What?
here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Like, I'm not, I'm not a political guy, like politics, Democrats, Republicans, but I don't care about none of that.
Citizens took matters into their own hands.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's so peak.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city. Oh my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already. What's up?
Exactly, it's so weird, bro.
With Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So, Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge.
Oh, that's a
so
cold name.
he sent in his place his second in command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir.
Damn.
And because this meeting was the most
This guy went against his lone leader.
on Island 2, Jovial invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Literally. I don't trust this Flux guy, man.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks,
Okay.
it's free.
So, as the president of the Period, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here, here.
I can agree.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara,
Yeah, I agree.
well,
And wrap
by the
up,
time you can
literally.
even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
With vintage
Oh my gosh!
you can sell even more pre-loved items. Don't use it, sell it.
Let's fucking go.
The Smashing Machine. Get tickets now.
Which is. Well, if the ad is about LeBron James or Playboy Carti, I'll be watching it. I don't care if the ad is like 1 hour. But if it's about nonsense, I'm not watching that, man.
Why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I think Joe feels right.
That's not bad.
We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2.
Oh,
they're
shit.
jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us.
Oh,
no
Benji,
matter
you're
what.
here.
And you wanna send aid
My
to
little
them?
bro.
Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
Whoa.
He might have a point.
Hold on.
He might have a
Island
point.
1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations,
Damn,
it'll be
really?
easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead.
Well, this guy has too much anxiety, man. I feel like he's overthinking too much. This Flux guy. He needs to chill out, man.
Which is why we need to either
Wait,
merge all of our nations
the championship?
right now. We all choose a spot and combine into
I didn't even know
one
the Valorant even
civilization.
had that.
Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Are you crazy?
NRG1. Who's NRG?
Crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death. Oh my
Oh, shit.
We can't do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
We can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
Alright, everyone.
It's
Everyone. We can't fight.
Who's NRG team? Wait, a Valorant team.
All in favor of
But who even plays for them?
treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Oh.
Favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Yeah, Flux about to crash out. Exactly, there's a bunch of nobodies, I guess. I said NRG.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into
Facts.
something
It's not.
interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
You can play music, but how do you play music on this game?
Remember this guy? Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
Up there in Wasteland Island, a boiling water sea, let's go. And no resources to speak of.
Wait, how come this song is not bad? What the hell?
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
Westhelm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, Westhelm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in Westhelm's justice system.
Isn't the Colosseum meant like for you to fight?
Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Benji, why are you talking poorly about him?
Representative. Our final goal is to
This
put
guy,
Benji
man.
Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Damn, Benji has
Benji
ops.
and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side. So they
He
didn't know
does look like
what to
Napoleon
do.
though.
Well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spoon, for all your support. You're welcome. I'm the best. Glory to Westhelm.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Well, that's actually kind of
Yesterday
nice.
At the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal
Well,
of
faith
Infernus
doesn't
as a
mean
civilization
anything
was
about
to preserve
you want
the
it to
sacred
erupt.
land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
Wait, does she worship a volcano or
Linguini,
something?
meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Deep under the ground, like a Goombas.
Linguini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember
They're
this
never
interaction
right.
from day one?
Hold on, please, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Linguini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Linguini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find.
Okay, but what did they get out of return though?
But Linguini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Exactly,
Linguini
that
didn't
what the
like
hell?
how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Oh shit.
Linguini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Linguini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
Damn.
We have got to the point where literally
Oh.
anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look.
Well, they literally took my design. This is something that I would make myself. See? They actually took notes from me. I hear it.
This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island One Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
Oh, no, don't go to Sidefall.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
No way.
It's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason.
This guy's so corrupt.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger
look at that
that
tree.
nobody knew about until now.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting.
Yeah, of
and
course
for
he
going
would.
against Luminara's values.
Duh.
3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Damn.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if...
So we got Snowbird, Flux, Thomas, New Kids. Okay.
Island 1 attacks, and then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Sap still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
What is that? But we've got GTA 5 loading screen on Minecraft.
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Oh. Nah, that's messed up. Yo, wait, why did she do that?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Why did you do that?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why?
Nah, she has to go, man.
Fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray. Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Day 5. Oof. Well, Island 1 is taking a lot of blows, man.
Now,
Pause.
Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Al-Qarasina pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Whoa!
No.
I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think Oh my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
And later into Day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus
I really like that building, though.
accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was Netherites in the volcano. And this news spread
What was that
all
sound?
across the island. This was a disaster for Infernus and the Linguolini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of Netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the Netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was Netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenants to mine.
Why does he look like that German guy? His name starts with a H.
But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
Seneca's scared.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now with Netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
That's smart.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from Day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on Day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth.
Damn.
So, another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well...
Take him out.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their
Yeah, the
government.
Commonwealth was bound to fail.
This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Cass Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Cass Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh.
What the? Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way. As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
Flux.
Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless,
But
and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
Well, Island 1 hasn't even been speaking about them for how long or said anything bad about them. So this guy's obviously lying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
Oh no, he's planning something.
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
This guy's a murderer.
Leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofiel. And today, we will finish the job!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done.
But how? How's
I'm
that?
going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to
What the
bring
heck?
to the table. If you agree with full chaos and Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
Nah, no way.
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not.
I feel like it is though.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
He just digged a hole.
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think
Oh, I think Saps is gonna get set up. Oh shit.
leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
What just happened? What happened?
Nah, that's so messed up. Okay, nah, I can't. I don't know how you can even redeem yourself from this. What could he even do?
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat
Damn.
for Flux's plan. But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
We're in a Tricolor.
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all.
Saps.
And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be...
Oh, he got baited. Oh my days, this sub is actually disgusting. He got
hosting leaders at
This
his
is
home.
messed up.
His roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be.
Yeah, GG's.
With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Nah.
If you had to betray one person to save thousands, would you?
This guy's video mastermind.
On top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
I hope there's not gonna be a war though. There might be, but this might, yeah, it probably is.
The official partner of the UEFA Conference League, Laufen.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
Damn.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again.
How do you make a nuke that time?
Now, Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! Don't jump! What about me?
Nah, don't do it. Oh.
What? I didn't do anything! I blame Ish! Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
There they all go. Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Why is no one just dying for no reason? Oh shit, it was him.
Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur? Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete. Yeah! What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed. That's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something
smart.
Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pi and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Coliseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed.
What else?
Insane.
What else would he use it
The
for?
plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah.
Isn't that what's the point of a Colosseum?
Second command down.
The
But
heck?
Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
Could have made something happen, man.
We could make something happen, man.
Oh. With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed. In the name of West Helm. Glory to West Helm.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people actually going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
No.
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh. I agree. Oh, wow. Now, Linguini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano.
Oh.
This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything.
But wait, didn't he gatekeep having Netherite, so now he wants to open it up for everyone? I guess a change of heart.
Like that? Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
That is crazy.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Linguini went even further.
On the day 1, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we were able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Oh, stop.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
Yo.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next few days.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
That's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after
Yeah,
even
I
more
know.
discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Lingolini
She's standing
made a
10
big
toes, bro.
announcement.
She's on
Mario
business.
has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Yo. Wait, but why did he snake her though? Damn.
Seneca's leaving?
But she's pissed.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Nah, for real.
With Vintage new categories, you can now sell even more pre-loved items. Don't use it, sell it.
The funny thing about starting something new is that it's the little things that make the biggest difference. From day one, you'll find more support.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of you just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial.
Fair trial? Yeah, that ain't happening.
Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plan when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table.
Oh.
And the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops. Although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
I want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first... Why is it up here? They're moving the warden up? No. No, they're not.
What the heck? Wait, Rising Lava. Oh, he's a troll.
Rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
But what is that?
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations. Oh my god. How is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to Westhelm. But the Westhelm army was ready.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
I like this beat. I mean, this music. Massive this beat.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's 2 people getting slimed. Okay, now those are 4, 5, 6. I think that was 7. I think that was 2 people. Well, I feel like I can defeat that though.
Welcome to Westhelm.
Yo, wait, where's Vermier? Okay. Hey. The catastrophe. Remy the Rat.
The defendant Saporana is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Elf, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Yeah, he is not Boston Case. No way. I don't believe this, bro. Oh, damn.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor.
And the sad thing is he's actually innocent as well, so it's so peak.
Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saporana.
It was Saporana.
Who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was
What is that voice though? You killed our leaders. Like, whoa.
time for the defense.
Maybe that robotic.
For Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose
And
them.
we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
Ooh.
Sartoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion. When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Of course it's Flux.
Figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap.
But you also did too, so. Exactly.
Saps falsely assumed
Nah.
that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And
But
with
he was doing so good until he said that. Like, why would you say that, bro? Now it's gonna make you look bad.
that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Zap,
Yeah, he
is
flopped.
that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Saporada. Guilty on all counts.
Oh shit.
Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Nah, this is actually so sad. Oh. Yes, Saps, go. Hey. Hardcore final boss, man. He's going. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 3 stats, man.
He escaped, man. Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me! No!
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Damn.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life.
Shut up. So it was day 7, yeah? Oh, this meant the borders drop.
Yeah, I think so.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these 2 who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing!
So where's the beef then?
We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
So Flops was wrong.
It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of Day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's netherite
He's a
meeting,
snake.
which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Cass Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition. That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On Day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across
R.I.P.
both
man,
islands showed up.
We are
His hood
gathered
mommy.
here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On Day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Night Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
He's gonna find you.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on Day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1. But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Wait, that's a bridge.
He's trying to use the bridge.
Oh. Wait, how's he getting away with this?
No way.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else.
He could have swam. He could have swam all the way to Island 1.
That Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. He's good crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization
Well,
on
those
Island
statues are
1.
so cool.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turtap finally arrived at the Covenants, Turtap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turtap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2. But not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Infernus?
Linguini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday,
Yeah, she's
Linguini had
pissed.
opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Linguini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Linguini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Down there again.
Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Linguini so publicly betrayed Infernus.
It was embarrassing, I can't lie.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia!
You're saying W mad. No, no mafia.
The Covenant
no.
had massacred the Linguini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on sight. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of
So then you didn't hunt him down.
Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased
Well,
leader.
that's it.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Alk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So, Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
This is beautiful though, the buildings. Oh, literally the Colosseum.
But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground, neutral ground.
Uh-oh.
West Helm territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk right in peace.
Good call.
It's a good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the capital.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Shpood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Shpood
Well,
didn't
imagine being
exactly trust
Saps.
him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates. Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly,
You need to leave.
Wait, but how did you know that?
years ago, Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 second, you gotta go back to Covenant, like, immediately. You probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenant, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We can go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on. I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either, like, you can handle this on your own, or, like, just... I'll explain to you in a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people.
He's
right
sounding
now,
sus
so
now, like,
yeah,
what's going on?
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
Oh. He's gone.
It's all alone. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. And so he ventured into the snow. And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won.
This is sad, man.
didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Vengeance, man. Hey, go get your get back.
Let's fucking go.
The Smashing Machine. Get tickets now.
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinnet, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers.
Several?
Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur. Ready, set,
Remy, no!
fight!
Oh. Did it go? Look that swing! Wait, some guy jumped in! The heck?
Bro had diamond armor and a diamond pickaxe and he still lost. Nah. To someone who's wearing full armor. I mean full iron armor. Bro.
He won! Remy the Rat had
How?
won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things.
Head on the floor is crazy.
Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
What's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
That's messed up, man.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just gonna give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Yeah, he's bugging out.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They stop that talking.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with West Helm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jophiel's grave, and had stolen Jophiel's head.
Can I wear this? Hey Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass.
Why would you do that?
And alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with
Cass.
Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbieland...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What?
On day 8, the player Oppenheimer
That
had
messed up my
launched
mind.
into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you.
Barbenheimer.
In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing it.
As much as Luminara
I don't know
was
what he
finally
said.
starting to live up to its name as the Light of Island 2, little did its citizens know, among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each
Well,
of the
this guy's a
island nations
dictator.
had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama, the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam
Oh, he's
had
the only
escaped
one.
Covenant's attack and
Damn.
wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble.
Yeah.
But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
That's so messed up though. How, like, he's not getting no justice, no nothing.
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Saps.
We're running out of time.
Saps is back. And Turntab's here too, for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
You can turn the sun away, paint the moon in black. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal light.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2,
And
sorry.
it was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingolini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2.
But how would that benefit them though?
Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
So you turn the sun away. How could you be so cruel? Ooh, hey. You wrap the moon in
put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminar to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 Good. This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince him after telling his story?
I think he might.
Damn, Saps has that much power.
It's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirators. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What is that?
Are we not going? Are we going to
corruption?
Listen,
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago,
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the Westhelm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium.
Wait, why?
They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions.
That's weird.
Nonetheless, the proceedings continue.
Getting rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed,
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from Westhelm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, like, 5 minutes. I do not know.
5 minutes?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the Westhelm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
They're going, they're running.
We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where
Cap.
We have not seen him, nor have we heard.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
He's probably hiding on the ground.
With their first plan failing, Westhelm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The Westhelm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership
They
into
folded
fleeing
fast.
their own nation. Westhelm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Okay. So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what?
Oh no, he's getting caught.
You see that?
Yo.
You see that guy?
Yeah.
Flux.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You gotta show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Furion.
I'm on it.
Yeah, Flux, your time is ticking still. No, this is crazy.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia.
Bro, them guys has been slamming on everyone.
Suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
Infurious. Seneca.
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper Daybreak Media had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenants to kill Lingolini.
She's messed up,
Seneca
man.
was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingulini's head.
Vile. Nah.
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to.
Benji's dead. Benji's dead.
What?
Yo, Benji, what the hell?
The leader of Elysium had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingulini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingulini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision. So he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
Hey. He couldn't live with the guilt, that's why.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was
How's
representing
he still
Luminar
here?
at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus. Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Alright, look. We know about the assassinations, alright?
What assassination?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained
Damn, he's getting
incriminating video
cool.
evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important
What does that even mean?
is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe.
This is an outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
Look, you were guilty and run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could ever be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine.
not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
Alright, let's go.
We're gonna remember. We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested
This
by
guy's a,
Tricolor.
what is it, gaslighter, huh? Wait, why'd you stop it?
Every few seconds.
We'll stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off the island too, until...
New kids. Wait, that was his teammate. I remember him. Wait, isn't he in the crew? Nobody's gonna kill him. Yo. Wait, what?
Flux is getting away. It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
I can't lie, he's a smart guy still. I wouldn't even think of that.
This game, you're not ready for it.
When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy. Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Trader. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
What does Legacy have to do with this?
Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself. Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempts to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for Netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Yeah, GG's.
Show us the head. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant.
Oh, why?
This is because they believed Turntap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that Turntap was making them protect Saps. See, originally,
he is innocent,
Turntap
though.
had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason Turntap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Why didn't you just say that then?
Anyway, now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spoon could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill
This guy's
Saps.
onto him, bro.
The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright, could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Wait, I thought they didn't know where he was.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait,
So you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
We don't have him. We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saporade. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
Speed is not folding, no way. He ain't folding.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate. You expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out. Now.
Damn.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually plans to attend. As
Well, this
such,
thing is
Turntap
packed.
would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. But Sap's getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
Not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Let's come inside.
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then...
Oh.
Setting up Dripstone.
GG's on Hellblade land. Oh, Sap, no way. He's dead? Turntap.
And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Got killed by his own people.
Infernus back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus castle.
Very nice castle though. The Covenant and Infernus, they look the same though.
I'm a grizzly bear, a walking mountain, and you have me stuffed into a screen so small, I look like a beefy house cat. I belong on your teeth.
Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for
Don't
a
go,
meeting.
don't go.
Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
That's a true friend right there. A true patriot.
These guys are all waiting for something to happen.
Oh. Nah, that's war. Wait, where are they?
Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned.
They did.
See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated.
Just L after L after L. Bro, these Commonwealth people can't even catch a break.
So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Welcome to Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
There are so many people.
There has to be a good 300 people.
Infernus is massive. Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched
The
as
only
all
real true leader,
leaders
man.
died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off.
Like,
with
how?
Netherite at their
How?
defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
If they can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
So all of this for nothing.
Fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps's motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly.
So it was
Well,
rigged.
on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was
Bruh.
scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
Now they finally realize.
But you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good.
Alright, first thing tomorrow.
Day 10.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Alright, let's go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at a people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including
Yo.
the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
About time, man. Took these guys too long.
Aperion would invade Luminara from the
Yeah,
south,
it really
while the
is.
Cass Coalition approaches from the
Well, have you seen
so
this
that
before?
Flux can't escape.
I'm thanking for the follow as well. Damn, it's almost ending soon. Shit. But yeah, 1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and poor. But I don't know how they make stuff like this though. I want to be a part of one of them.
Flux is running. Oh, they're after him.
Yeah, GG's.
I don't want to do this.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Surrender.
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
Oh yeah, they probably make like a Discord or something. That's why. Yeah, you're right.
This is an outrage.
And attempting my assassination.
I probably just join like the Discord or something.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Fair trial.
Going in, Cass had been under
Well,
the
I wonder how long it took him to make all of these clips and like put it into a big video.
Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
I bet. Think about being here though.
Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until
Oh, he's running.
he's running.
But this guy is so slick though. I don't know how. Oh. I just went on my phone. British Glaze. What do you mean you just went on your phone?
5 people using
Plot
a
twist.
secret track he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to
Bro,
escape.
he's slick.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a
Yo,
lot of people
yo.
after him, so when he dug to the
This man
surface,
Twitch
he
hat.
ran straight to the ocean and
Wait, who's
fled
British?
islands.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Appreciate it.
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I'm literally just going around giving out bread.
Case for HQ
Lucky.
Like that, Legacy
How much
had
you giving
taken
out?
over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything. Once again,
How is this guy still alive, bro? Why is this so many? Okay, football. For real, do you have any left?
or so he thought.
You're giving up money away. Why? Well, he's literally a mastermind. I could say like 30.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna send you 30.
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
You don't have a card.
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
What's the challenge?
On day 10, word began to spread.
I don't think I'm
about
even
what
affiliated.
happened,
That was
Doubt
Flux's
it.
trap? Yeah, Flux built that trap.
which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
He's finally innocent. About time.
Sap, how do you feel?
Finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Damn, been over 2 hours. Damn. It felt like an hour for me, but it's been over 2 hours. 2 hours and 22
And now,
minutes.
instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island
Oh, I don't know,
was
because
determined to
as a whole, probably like
Bro, that was this is what
I'm not
happened.
really consistent though, so I don't really have an answer.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
Because I thought you stream for a
But
bit,
the
then I'll
search
just
for Flux
leave, then
didn't take long.
come back.
So
Then,
I just saw Flux
yeah.
going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Thank you.
Queen Seneca had
Where you from,
offered
though?
Flux refuge at Infernus under the condition
Oh,
that
UK,
he and his
US,
crew build deadly traps
other parts of
all
Europe.
around the
Well,
volcano
London.
perimeter so that nobody can break in.
If you be a horror gamer, say
But
42.
the rest of the
I'm not a PC guy. I'm a PS5 guy.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
And I'd have a donation link as well.
all of Island 2
Oh, Bedford,
joined
okay.
the Tricolor West Home Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Nah, I'm from London. I'm guessing bots.
We infiltrate the volcano.
I don't have oh shit, I don't have a PayPal. Yo, see, like this is how you can tell that I'm not a streamer. I don't have my own PayPal.
I love you all.
Now, I think Cash App is banned from the UK. So yeah. I was looking at this chatting, searching. Oh, for real? Damn, I was at the bottom.
He was everyone's brother.
But the ban, bro. Yeah, but the ban Cash App like last year, September. I remember.
Flux got away with
I
murdering.
think it's though, because I remember I went to America, then I got a notification saying, oh, Cash App is gonna get banned in the UK, like in September. I was like, what?
So many of our people.
Them, I don't have none of them. I got none of them apps.
We get justice for our entire.
I'm probably gonna make one after. I might as well actually. So the next stream I'll probably play a horror game and I'll beat it. But that's on PS5 though. What, did any of you guys stream too? I'm telling you, it will save me. It will save me. At least this is not even a PC, this is a Mac. A MacBook. I need to get a PC though. MacBook ain't built for gaming, bro.
A few days ago, my
Alright.
home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts. Yes.
Damn.
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends.
I don't know nothing about PC, so if I look for one, I'm like, what the heck am I looking for? You know?
Today,
Like, I don't know
we
nothing
walk
about it.
ahead. We storm the volcano, and we get justice.
But what are you looking for though? If you find a PC, like, what's the main things you're supposed to look for?
Alright everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be
Same.
lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing. Come on!
Got the best of him in this war. He looks like Napoleon though.
Alright, here we go.
Well, as long as I... Nah, you facts. You're not relying about that one. Literally.
There's so many people.
Bored. That was so laggy. There was bare people there. What, you also stream too?
I think there might be a problem. It's okay, it's good, it's good, it's good.
You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues walk ahead. Beginners keep provoking. Blood red sun starts choking.
Well, this feels like a movie.
Stand this nonsense. Eating away, telling us to stop and obey. To stop and obey.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
The boiling water.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Skin shine. Joker's got silver lining. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead.
Well, everyone's just getting killed. There's so many people. Damn, like,
They got it, they got it.
oh, Remy. Oh, RP Remy, man.
The final push, here we go.
Oh. But I wouldn't want to fight on top of lava though. That's crazy. Cynical. The L's gonna hit. Oh yeah, GG Cynical. GG's. How's he still alive? What? Oh, RIP. He's gone.
You want to have some fun? When you win, it's the best feeling in the world. Smashing Machine. Get tickets now.
There's no way he's alive. There's no way. I don't believe this. This guy should win on lava on that. How? What? Nah, this guy's actually him.
Surely not. No, of course he has a total. Of course.
He's missing? Hold on. Oh, come on. Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
Finally, the fight's about to happen, bro.
What? No way.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay?
A friend is crazy.
Flux. Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died
Oh.
like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Cap. Hey, Sats, please, bro, you best not sell. Come on, Sats. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, he's getting hit a lot. Hey. Okay. Oh, smart. Yeah, Slap's got this. Yo, GG's Flux. Bonus an axe as well. Amazing. Amazing. About time. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, he finally won.
Saps had killed Flux, and with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Days later. Ooh. A lot of people died.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus.
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 Westhelm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces, but winning had come at a high cost. After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big trees
Oh my
scorched,
gosh.
the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war. Some of them joined cults.
What's
while
everyone I
others
met
moved
is
to
dead,
Island
that's so
2
peak.
in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
Luminara Bridge.
You know your business
Wow.
better than anyone, right? So why not build an app to run it with Base 44? This finance app solves your business headaches.
And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Nah, Saps needed this though.
Those brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm.
He's hiding.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now.
They're all gonna be jumping.
Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Senor. Babylon.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes,
They got married.
Slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us.
A bomb? But how's that even possible? How's it flying?
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow.
He still said goodbye to him. This was amazing. Damn. Bro. 10 out of 10 video. No wonder why it got flipping 25 million views, bro. Oh, the homework. Hey, wait, what type of homework you doing? What, maths or whatever? Nah, the mouse homework needs to kill me. Oh my gosh. Why does he look like me? What the hell? Yo. The fuck?